We hope you're wearing the green today on this special presentation of the NBA on St. Patrick's Day. Tonight, it'll be Chicago going up against New Jersey. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. Over the last leg of the regular season, Greg, the intensity level, we can feel it right now. It has really risen.
And, Kevin, there's just so much talent in the NBA. And what separates most teams is the desire, the effort, and the focus.
Marbury, good.
Marbury doing a great job breaking down the defense and using his creativity to get a good shot.
To Armstrong. Brand inside. New Jersey with the rebound. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
Here's our test after the basket by New Jersey. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Here's Brand, and finished off by Brand.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
There's a screen. Marbury passes to McIlvain. Count the basket. Our test with the ball. Last time out, he had 14 points. There's the drive, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Marbury. 29 points for him last game against Washington.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Chicago with the ball after the basket by New Jersey. Here's Benjamin. Misses the three.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Van Horn. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Here's Gill. The rebound by Simpkins.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Our test. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Strong move inside sends him to the stripe.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
At the line for two.
And that one misses. And the second free throw, good. New Jersey leading by 3. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, Marbury passes to Van Horn. Here's Kittle. 6 to shoot. It's good.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And now the first timeout called here for the Bulls. Chicago with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Here's Artest. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Shot clock at 6. Here's Brand. Rebounded by the Nets.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
Yeah, sloppy play sabotage. I mean, they'll have to be much more focused this time around.
And it's off from three-point range. Chicago trails by 5. Now Armstrong. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Artest. No one near him. Buries the jump shot.
Well, I like the setup there. Well done by Brand with the solid pick.
Here's Marbury. He's got 6. The rebound by Simpkins. The Bulls have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Kittles grabs the board.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Here's Marbury. He's covered by Armstrong.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And this season, he's maintained very good form at the line, shooting at about an 83% clip.
And, you know, with those numbers, he makes a defender hesitant to get too tight on him. I mean, he doesn't want to get whistled for the foul and put this guy on the line.
And here's Armstrong. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. It's stolen. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Ahead. Marbury passes to Van Horn from downtown, and the shot goes in from Kittles. Kittles has got 5.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Chicago calls timeout. He's checked in for Chicago. Number 43. Chicago trails by 7. Baseline jumper picked off in midair from about 19 feet. Uses the glass to drop it in. Brand's got his second bucket of the night.
Rising up, firing with confidence.
Here he goes.
Marbury, because he's such an explosive and strong athlete, is outstanding getting it done on the drive.
Here is Armstrong. Still scoreless. To the paint. He's looking for Brand and finds him. Nails the baby hook.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Nets leading by 5. Here's Marbury. He's got 8 from the arc. The rebound by Armstrong.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Six on the shot clock. They set the pick. Fires the 3. New Jersey with the rebound. Van Horn's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Marbury. He's covered by Armstrong. From 7. Van Horn, no good. Chicago trails by 5. Outside Artest. Screen by Brandt. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
2 shots.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
One thing you really love about this guy is how hard he works to be reliable. I mean, he wants his team to know they can always count on him.
And that one's good. Gill.
Very athletic play that time by Gill inside. Nice job working to get the high percentage shot for himself.
Armstrong with it. He has yet to score. No good from Brandt.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
Pass to Marbury. Here's Van Horn. And the 3 off target.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Now Armstrong to the left side wing. Here's Gill driving in, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Nets.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
Purdue is checked in for the Bulls. Brown comes in for Simpkins.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Here is Carr after the basket by New Jersey. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 18 feet out. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Nets leading by 9. Here's Van Horn. Over Artest. Van Horn, no good.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Here's Van Horn. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Carr. His 3-pointers off the mark. And the Nets with possession. They lead by 11. Here's Kittle. He had 15 points last outing. Pass to Van Horn. This one for 3. Basket made, just his second this contest. He's 2 for 7 now.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Here's Armstrong. .130 left to play in the first quarter. Brown wide open. He fires. Misses, and the dry spell continues. Here's Marbury. 8 points for him. Over to the wing. Here's Van Horn. Good. Van Horn's got 8.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Here is Armstrong. Pass to Carr. The 3. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Nicely done by Armstrong there. Recognized the overcommitment from the defense. Got his teammate a nice opportunity.
Here's Van Horn. Rebound by Armstrong. Chicago trails by 13.
Come to me.
To the middle. Artest the pass to Purdue. Artest on the wing. He's covered by Gill. Artest kicks to Armstrong. Another three for Chicago.
Hey, you've got to defend BJ out there now. He will not hesitate to let that three-pointer fly.
Here's Marbury. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game. From outside the arc. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's New Jersey going into the break with a 10-point lead. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. Back right after this. And it's good to have you back with us as we celebrate St. Patrick's Day with more NBA action on 2K Sports. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Here's Gill. Here's Marbury. From 18 feet away, and it's good off the glass. Marbury's got 10 points.
And popping up for the mid-range, Marbury reminding the defense just how good he is.
Pass to Carr. Picked him clean. And now New Jersey on the break. And that one's good. Gill. 8 points for him.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Here is Purdue. No scoring in this one. Shot clock at 5. Carr, no good.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
To the left wing, Kittles passes to Van Horn. Over Purdue, and again, it's New Jersey converting.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Both teams will make substitutions.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. No good on the quick three. And it's Harris with the ball for New Jersey. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Down low, Van Horn. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
And here are the Bulls now, following the bucket by the Nets. Here's Carr. And the Bulls with another miss.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Newman. Carr covering. They set the screen. Newman with the bucket. And the Nets lead by 20.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. New Jersey making a switch here. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Brown outside. The 19-footer is on the money.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Nets.
Here's Perry. To the inside. And he uses the glass on the layup. Harris has got his first bucket of the night.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Now, here's Brown. Nothing on the board. Carr, no good. Here's Newman. Pass to Cage. Now Harris. Stolen away. And here's Carr. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Well, the effort level they've had has been outstanding. Hard to keep a team down when they play with that much energy.
Now, here's Brown. He's coming off a 19-point game against Detroit.
Boy, I thought his passing was absolutely fantastic. I mean, really picked apart the defense all game long.
Chicago shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. He misses the free throw.
High-effort play, that's what you get from Randy Brown, a guy who tries to do a lot for his team and always puts in the work.
Good on the second free throw. New Jersey leading by 19. On the wing, Harris. He's covered by Brown. To the wing right side. Fight covered by Brad. And the rejection by Brad. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. Five on the clock. Here's Perry. Walked again. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Carr. And the dunk by Carr.
Good ball movement right there from Brown. Solid at finding the open teammate.
Here's Harris. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
Nets leading by 17. Pass to Cade. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
That's simply an outstanding play, working the size mismatch right at the rim.
Brown outside. Pass to Brand. Wide open look. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Brand's got 8 points.
Confident shot. Knew he wanted to fire and did not hesitate.
Harris passes to Newman. And he gets the bucket. And the Nets lead by 19.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Brown outside. Pass to Brand. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
They get it back. Hook shot on the way. Yep, that one goes.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
To the wing on the left. Here's Carr. No good from outside. Nets leading by 19. Here's Perry. Still scoreless. Here's Fike. Lays it up off the glass.
Pick and roll really is about timing and execution. Well run.
And Chicago shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. Now here's Brown. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Brand sets a screen for Brown. The three-pointer, no good. Well, New Jersey shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor, hitting on all cylinders. Here's Perry. He's covered by Brown. Here's Fike. Chicago grabs the miss. Brand's got 5 rebounds tonight. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Simpkins. Out to the wing. Stripped away. And now New Jersey on the break. Moving it up. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
What a great job keeping his head on a swivel and finding his teammate.
It would take a major comeback for them to get back into this game.
And the chances of that happening don't look good.
Brown outside. Brand outside. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
And it's Harris off the drive. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. New Jersey shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. That's good from Harris. Chicago making a switch here. And he can't hit the second. A challenging stretch here for Chicago. It's picked off. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
And Chicago shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Here's Artest. Hits the three-point bomb. Artest's got 9.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Now here's Douglas. 11 points for him in that last game against Washington. Pass to Newman. Stolen by Artest. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's Benjamin. Here's Brand. And it's good. 2 points. 12 points for him.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Now here is Harris. He's got 6.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
And Chicago shooting 35% so far in the second. They need to move the ball around more and find better looks. Outside for Artest. A three-pointer is right on target. Artest's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Chicago. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for New Jersey. Douglas surveying the D. Pass to Harris. Here's Newman. Covered by Artest. Stolen by Artest. To the paint. Douglas with the steal. .56 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Harris against Artest. Over to the left wing. 5 to shoot. Douglas for 3. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Chicago trails by 21. Pass to Armstrong. Brand, a screen on Douglas. Three-pointer. That shot is off, coming up empty for the second time this game. 4 for 6. And the shot no good, a bit short.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And so is New Jersey, sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be right back after this. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Chicago trails by 21. Armstrong with it. Here's Benjamin, and the three ball is good.
That corner three, because it's a little shorter, is a money shot for a lot of players.
Here's Marbury. He's covered by Armstrong. Here's Van Horn. The rebound by Simpkins. Simpkins got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Benjamin. Pass to Simpkins. Here's Armstrong. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. McIlvain pulls it in.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. There's the screen. And the foul on Elton Brand. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Marbury. Inside, Van Horn. The short one's on the money. Van Horn's got 14 points.
You can see it in his eyes. He is in the zone tonight, scoring with ease.
Now Armstrong. 90 seconds now into the second half. Pass to Artest. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Here's Marbury. He's covered by Armstrong. Kittles passes to Van Horn. Here's McIlvain. Over Brand. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Chicago trails by 18. Tipped away. And now New Jersey on the break. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Marbury using that great speed of his to get out ahead of the defense and get the fast break hoop.
And here are the Bulls now. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And here's Armstrong to the paint. He's looking for Brand and finds him. Misses in close. Nets leading by 20. Here's Marbury. Over Benjamin. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Bulls have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Now here is Artest. Tight defense on him. Here's Armstrong. Offensive rebound.
I think it's a point of emphasis for this coach, getting to the line where you can pile up some freebies and set your defense.
For Chicago, they have converted 4 of 7 free throws on the night.
Elton Brand taking 2 shots.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Well, New Jersey shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? Here's Marbury. Rips it home after the terrific move.
Stephon Marbury can flat out fill it up. And right now, he's on track for a monster night.
Chicago calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Brand. Artest kicks to Armstrong. Here's Benjamin. And the Bulls with another miss. New Jersey leading by 21. Marbury passes to McIlvain. They set the pick. Here's Gill. And that one is stuffed right through.
And he just punishes the D for falling asleep at the wheel.
Yeah, a little disorganized that time, and the result, 2 points in the loudest way possible.
Guys, there has to be better rim protection than that, though. Not very good.
Here's Armstrong following the bucket by the Nets. That misses off the backboard. Here's Kittle. 5 points in the game. Takes it inside, and that one is hammered home.
Decided there was no need for a soft finish on that tape.
Armstrong with it. Pass to Simpkins. Back to Artest. 5 on the clock. The 3. And Van Horn pulls it down. Van Horn's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Lets it go from deep. In for his 7th make in 14 tries.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Brand. And here's Armstrong. Outside for Artest. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's McIlvain. Here's Kittle. 7 points in the game. No good on the 3. Here's Benjamin. And he's good on the 3-ball. 6 points for him.
Showing he can bury the long-range missile. I like when he takes these with confidence.
Marbury passes to McIlvain. Pass to Van Horn. Artest against Gill. Here's Kittle. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Outside Artest. Armstrong with it. Here's Simpkins. Here's Benjamin. McIlvain pulls it in. The Nets have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Right wing. Pass to Van Horn. Here's Kittles. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Down low, here's Gill. Howard down after the assist, let him into the lane.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And it's the Bulls with the ball after the basket by New Jersey. Clock at 6. Fires the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
A steady point guard and a good distributor. Armstrong knows how to make sure his teammates share in the wealth.
Here's Marbury. He's got 14. Gill the pass to Marbury. Here's Kittle. And he banks in the layup. Kittles has got 9.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Priority and goal number one has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
Now, here is our test. He's got 14. Pass to Brand. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Nice open look, but it's no good. The Nets have gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. Marbury passes to McIlvain. The jump hook, and it's New Jersey scoring again.
Marbury's got such great playmaking skills. His ball handling, passing, top shelf.
The Bulls shooting 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Now our test. He takes it in, goes to the reverse layup and taps it in. He's got 16.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Here's Gill. He's got 12. Kittles cranes it from beyond the arc.
A guy with Marbury's vision is not going to miss that one, sending it right over the top to the shooter.
And here are the Bulls now. Pass to Simpkins.
Nets foul. Kendall Hill. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Shot clock at 5. Fires for 3. And it's Armstrong missing. Net shooting indicative of smooth offensive play. Up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Just a smart, aggressive play by Gill there, going right into the defense and earning the foul.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Nets.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end, tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific, doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Carr, no good. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
Harris against Brown. To the middle. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looked shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Now here's Brown. To halt the run. Good on the three-point shot. He has 5.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Out left to the wing. Pass to Gill. Brown against Harris. And he drives in over Ruffin. Harris, no good.
You look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
Now Brown. There's 21 seconds left to play in the third. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Perry. He has yet to score. There's the pick. The jump hook. And so it's New Jersey with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Back to the action in just a minute. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Nets shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. And the layup's good off the glass. Perry's got his first points of the night.
And when you work that rock down low, take shots from there. You'll shoot it at a very high clip.
And here is Brown. Guarded by Harris. Launches a three. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First team foul.
Yeah, I like to see this. Will Perdue looking to score. I mean, he's really good at getting into the contact and drawing the foul.
First one falls for him. New Jersey making a switch here. Burrell's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Perry. Pass to Burrell. Over Carr. Burrell can't get it to go. And Chicago shooting 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. 6 to shoot. To the right side. Here's Perry. Carr covering. A nice shot by Perry.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Final quarter of play. About a minute and a half off the clock into it. Purdue in the post. Here's Carr. A three-pointer off the mark.
Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with him. It's a tough day so far.
And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. 6 on the shot clock. And stolen by Harris. Pass to Perry. And there's the drive. Banked in off the glass. Perry's got 6 in the quarter.
If you need to create your own shot like that, strong handles are a must.
Brown with it, out to the right wing. And here's Purdue. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. On the wing, Harris. He's covered by Brown. Here's Fike. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got his 5th assist in this one.
And he can be devastating with that little hook shot of his.
Pass to Carr. Good ball movement here by the Bulls.
New Jersey foul call. Fike. 3rd personal foul. 2nd team foul. Shooting for the Bulls. Ruffin.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Nets making a change here. Douglas is checked in. And a change for the Bulls. Rand's checked in. The Nets on offense. They're on an 11-3 run. Now here's Douglas. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one is on Brand.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
That free throw, good from Douglas. Chicago making a switch here. Purdue's checked in. Both free throws good from Douglas. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Now Brown. Carr with a screen on Douglas. Pass to Carr. From deep. Cans it from downtown.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Now here's Douglas to the inside. The hook, and right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Nice form on that hook shot there.
For Chicago, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. It's Brown on the wing. Pass to Carr. Three-pointer. The rebound by the Nets. Muresan's got 4 rebounds in this game. To the paint. Here's Burrell. A fadeaway. Chicago grabs the miss. And here is Brown. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. New Jersey with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Up top, Douglas. He's guarded by Purdue. Shot clock at 6. Here's Muresan. Carr covering. Muresan misses. And Chicago shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. Beyond the arc. And no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here is Douglas. Pass to Burrell. They set the pick. Here's Fight. The shot is good off the backboard.
Finding a look inside the arc. How about the focus that time?
Brown with it. Carr with the ball. Guarded by Harris. Back to Brand. The rebound by the Nets. Muresan's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Now here's Douglas. Stolen by Brand. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's Carr. And the dunk by Carr.
Off to the races and able to score before the defense could set up.
Harris against Brown. Driving the lane. Douglas makes it off the glass.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Bulls have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Now here's Brown. Pass to Carr. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Can't cash in from the high post.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage junk there.
Here's Burrell. Covered by Brand.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night.
Harris against Carr. Brown outside. Three-pointer. Carr, no good. And so it's Douglas who will bring it up for New Jersey. Giving up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. High arcing shot. Chalk up 2 there. Douglas has got 6 here in this quarter.
Oh, with touch.
And Chicago shooting 32% overall right now. Not one of their better showings. Now Carr. To the middle. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Here's Harris. to Muresan. Over Brand. Muresan misses. Chicago with the ball. And here's Armstrong. They need this one. Drills it from outside.
DJ Armstrong.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
The net shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. Here's Burrell. The jump hook uses the glass that time, and it's good. Eschmeyer's got his first basket.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Get on, PJ.
Douglas against Armstrong. Artest up top. Rebounded by Eschmeyer. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Armstrong gets the rebound. Artest on the way. Out to Brand. Good ball movement here by the Bulls.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
6 on the shot clock. They set the pick. Here's Artest, and it's blocked. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Newman's checked in for Harris.
On the floor for New Jersey, number 20, Johnny Newman.
1:51 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Douglas. Off the left rim and out.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Here's Simpkins. Armstrong gets the bucket.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Nets.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
Really a big-time win for these guys. They lost their first 2 games of the year to this team, so they won't be in danger of getting swept when they meet for the 4th time.
And you got to believe that's important. I mean, it's one thing to lose both games of an interconference series. It's a whole different story losing all 4 games to a team from your own conference.
The Bulls shooting a pretty low 34% thus far. Armstrong against Douglas. Right side Artest. Down low, here's Brand. Muresan the rebound. So it's New Jersey now. Douglas with it, picked up by Artest. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. From deep. Rebound by the Bulls. From downtown, drops in the tray.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the 4th period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little 3 happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
And so it's New Jersey easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long.